and we really would like to have the possibility. I mean, I don't think that is a question of time, because 15 days will change nothing, and will provide security to both sides. I think that I don't see what the problem is if we can submit a short, say, 30-page reply in the next 15 days after it has the first submission been submitted.
The committee does accept that there be reply very short, very brief, and very to the point. So choose the points where you want to file a reply. Be sure that these are questions which really hadn't been dealt with before. So this is not like an endless rounds of submission. It must be a reply that had never been filed before, because this is a question that just popped up now in the questions of the tribunal. Very short, 15 days and 30 pages limit for both parties.
And just one question, with the submissions, especially with the 15 days, we file in both English and Spanish. With that, I believe if it's correct in this case, the 10 business days for the translation. So that would not work for us if they were to file in Spanish, and we were, with that timing.
Let me consult with the authorities right now.
Okay.
We are going to do everything in order to accommodate that request.
Sí, es feriado. So the only thing is that I'm just being told that 10th of October, that's Columbus Day. And according to the rules, then the ICSID is closed, and it should then be moved to the subsequent day, which is not a bank holiday, which is the 11th of October. Okay. How nice you're going to be spending the extended.
Whether that's okay, not, it's not. But I have not realized that. But anyways.
Regarding the translations.
Yes, regarding translations, yes. I mean, I don't know what the proposal was, but we can submit in English. And I don't know when is that you would like to submit the translation.
So would
translations need to
yes,
be forthcoming, but
is it okay if these 2 rounds of answers are submitted in English, and once the 2 have been submitted, then translations are provided? Is that acceptable?
It is acceptable to us, yes.
Ms. Menek, is that okay? So,
yes.
Yes.
And since we won't be drafting simultaneously, how much after the second submission? Is it still the same rule
what do you
that
need?
we've used? Normally, we have the 10 business days. Is that
10 business days, and you simultaneously file then the translation of both?
correct? Yeah,
both
the
answers.
first one will already.
The first and the reply. Okay.
That's correct for us, yes. Acceptable.
Good. How much in advance do you want to set the cutoff date to ask for leave to submit the new authorities? I mean, you're going to be working like what, 2 months and 10 days? What do you see? Say 3 weeks, something like that in a.
Or even, do you want a little time? Because, yeah, I'm just even. It gets it on us. So yeah, we propose kind of splitting it, so a month. So obviously each party would have to do the research to identify, but the advantage would be that we would know one another's authorities, so we could take them into account in our answers if we chose to.
Well, a month from now is going to be August 29th.
No, a month before the deadline. So it'd be 11th September. Is that what I understand? So we count backwards. So you have got a whole month. It's a month in advance of the deadline. I don't know if that's a Sunday. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also in.
No, yes, it's Sunday. It would be September the 12th.
Is that okay?
We agree, September the 12th. The only thing that we would like to request here is that we don't know what authorities are going to be introduced, and maybe we need to introduce both sides, authorities who are responsive to the authorities that have been introduced. So we suggest that a week after the parties are permitted to introduce any legal authorities in response to what it has been
To
introduced.
ask for leave
Yes,
to submit.
for leave to submit, yes.
Do you agree that? Do you understand? I mean, that makes a bit of make sense. If they
So
want to,
responsive legal authorities 1 week later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just the date.
That is going
I'm
to
in a
be,
hearing, but maybe that doesn't matter. So that's fine.
So it's not only, it's 1 week since we get the decision. You know, but
he's correct, that is 1 week after you make the decision. Whether you're going to be accepting those authorities, legal authorities or not.
oh, I think we'll make just one decision. I mean, you, assuming they were accepted, would you like to submit in reply? And then we see because otherwise we'll be running.
Well, what
around.
we're saying is that a week from the moment in which you make the decision on which are the authorities that are being introduced. It's a proposal just to have that.
We can discuss if you have put in legal authority and you want to put in a week later in response. It's not. You did give them if you are allowing each other to give a week, you will have responsive authority.
And there's going to be reply submissions. I mean, it's like you're not going to be there.
Okay.
There's no microphone.
I mean, I think that's just.
Okay, so you make submissions or leave to introduce the legal authorities a week later, responsive legal authorities, and the tribunal decides. If we decide not to have the main legal authorities, of course, the responsive or reply would also fall away. Okay.
Okay.
And that way you don't keep us working around the clock on these decisions. Good.
It's fine with us. Thank you.
Good. Yeah.
Seek clarification with respect to the date, specific date of the second submission, of the reply submission. It's 50, was it 10 days or 15 days?
I think it was, did you say 15 days and 30 pages?
I
Yes.
think that would be the 26th of October.
Those are the 15 days. It's fine.
Well, I'm going to check because I'm not knowledgeable of the bank holidays and
that will be 14 days.
that's
Okay.
14 days. I think they want to fight that extra day, Felipe. So 27th of October. Yes?
Which body?
Good.
And Madam President, we would,
Yes.
can we expect that on the legal authorities? You won't give us a date for them, but we would learn fairly quickly. So we would adjust our submission accordingly. Okay.
Yes. I think I commit to preparing a draft decision early enough, so
Yeah, well, we
not to
can,
burn you.
I mean, we can chat with each other. I mean, if necessary, in order
Chat
to
with each other
accommodate
if you
it.
think,
Yeah.
yes, of course, that's reasonable.
Okay.
And we also have in reply, so it's good. And please do have a collegial attitude here. This is,
Okay. So if, in theory, if we agree, you have no objection to
if
the
you
inclusion?
agree, no,
Okay.
I don't think we will have an
Okay.
objection.
Okay.
So perhaps you want to have a chat before.
Okay,
And you say, we have already agreed, it's this, and there'll be this and this in reply or whatever, and we don't even need to enforce these deadlines. Okay? Good. Any other point of order that you'd like to raise, Mr. Torterola?
No.
Okay, good. Ms. Menaka,
none, thank you.
good. Anything? Good. And I do have a question for both parties, and I always ask this question. So is there at any point during these proceedings, has any party suffered any kind of violation of their due process rights? And if so, when did it occur? And can this committee do anything to cure the defect? Mr. Torterola.
I'm not aware of any. Into what in what concerns to me, it has been a very good hearing in which very interesting topics has been discussed that are very important for not only for the parties but also for the future of the ICSID system and its reliability. So I speak for myself. I think I speak for my clients. If that's not the case, we are going to let you know very quickly. But I don't have any procedural issues that I could complain about. I think that you handled the hearing very elegantly and with a deep knowledge of the topics that we have discussed. So in my regard, this has been one of the best annulment hearings in which I had participated. So I have no complaints about it.
Thank you, Mr. Torterola. Ms. Menaka.
Thank you. So no, we have no due process concerns. We thank you for the organization and the conduct of the hearing and your attention throughout and questions.
Excellent. So thank you, of course, goes to the interpreters. Thank you for all your hard work. To the court reporters, I'm going to switch. Muchas gracias a los intérpretes. Muchas gracias a la estenotipista. Muy buen trabajo, como siempre. Gracias a
We
todos.
thank the interpreter, we thank our reporters, excellent work as usual. Thank you all to the participants from Guatemala for having made the effort, those who are here and those who are connected over Zoom. Thank you.
Sorry, cost submissions, of course. Good that I've got an assistant here. So sorry, we cannot close the cost submissions. Do you want to talk about it amongst yourselves and then give us a...
Yes.
Yeah, Ms. Menaka? In the spirit of
Sure.
collaboration, do you speak to each other and see if you
Okay.
can agree on a deadline
Okay.
for cost submissions?
Yeah.
Yes? Oh, and I didn't thank TECO for coming over. Of course, I was thinking Guatemala is so far away, but of course you came a long way too. I'm so sorry for not having expressed that. It's yeah,
Thank you.
so sorry. I do thank you also for coming here and be present.
Thank you.
So sorry, that was very insensitive. Sorry.